in silent mode.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just shuffling around the house quickly, so I've muted myself.
You shuffle the best kind of dance.
Okay. Welkom allemaal. Alright, let's quickly see if there's any announcements. Alright, XP, you guys are on 5,484. From 4884 to, I think that was 4884. But anyway, you're on 5484 at the moment. So I realized I'd missed a couple of things previously, so alright, and then let's see if there's anything else. So let's check here. Okay. Oh yeah, I need to give you guys this.
Hey, folks.
Yeah?
Just a if you can question. Are you able to access my character sheet?
I can, yeah.
Because of the app, I can't update my XP.
Alright. Oh, that's
and
okay.
My laptop's flat, so I don't know if you maybe do it for me, or if I can hold on till the next time, then I'll.
Yeah, you can hold on to the next time. I think it's not the end of the world at the moment. I mean, like I said, it's just an update. You don't have to fill it in. Once you level up, I'll let you know, and then we can take it from there.
Awesome.
Alright. Okay, so I'm just gonna stick this here. Alright. Then I think that's about let's see. Okay, we can jump into the session recap if there isn't anything yet. Alright. So, panting from the brief battle with the wooded beasts and ash zombies, but still feeling fresh, you all stand around within the old dusty inn, listening out for any more enemies that may be approaching. Not finding anything of interest within the old inn, you make your way out, deciding to split into two groups. One to go towards the tower, and the other to search the other abandoned and ramshackle buildings. So soon, you and Adar approach the fork in the path leading in the direction of the tower. On the way there, so soon you see a large eagle owl sitting in a nearby branch of a dead tree. Daenerys, you and your group are just about to enter one of the first abandoned buildings when you hear a sound, and you immediately indicate to everyone to stop and listen. Over and above the constant muttering and babbling that can be heard, other sounds can be made out. That of the whoosh, 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 whoosh okay, that doesn't sound accurate, but anyway, of many feet shuffling along the ground and the moaning of many voices. Out of the nearby brush, a familiar elf comes rushing out in alarm, saying, "Adieu, adieu, please help." Catching himself, he then says, "Bonjour, my friends, we must fight again," and then turns to face the undead. You all quickly come to his aid, a horde of black ashen zombies coming out of the thick brush after him. You all stand your ground and begin to exterminate the oncoming horde, taking out a good many zombies. However, the sound of battle and the wounds you sustain seem to be attracting the attention of many other nearby undead as the horde starts to grow in size and begin to surround you. Standing nearby the dead tree Emma, you see a figure falling, hitting the ground hard before he quickly gets up, taking some strange plant from his pocket, then muttering and making strange arcane signs with a plant in the air. From nowhere, in the middle of the horde, the party now sees and hears and smells a mass of squirming bodies, screaming and bleeding, making a terrible racket that can be heard over the dry moans of the undead. The attention of many of the creatures now focused on the distraction. He then shouts, "Quick, this way, to safety," as he rushes south to a building that appears to be more intact than the rest of the structures you have all seen. Taking care of the last few creatures that you are engaged with, you quickly follow as he unlocks and opens the door to the building. Quickly moving into the warm interior, he closes the door, putting a large iron bar over the reinforced door. Inside the building are all manner of plants and greenery. There's a massive collection of different objects and drying herbs along the walls. A desk strewn with various instruments sits in the corner of the room, and a small cot in the opposite corner. In the center is a small fire with a pot on top busy boiling away, releasing a delicious smell that fills the space. Beside the smell of the cooking, there's also the sharp smell of various herbs and plants. Not unpleasant. You also will notice the sound of the babbling has disappeared. The first thing the old greybeard asks is, tea? As he moves to take the bubbling pot off the fire and replace it with the kettle. The tea he offers is absolutely delicious, helping ease some of the pain and helping ease your tensions in the muscle, also washing the ash from the undead out of your mouths. As you all begin to relax, the questions then ensue. You determine that this, or he at least introduces himself as Radoth the Druid, the person you've all been seeking. Asking for the location of Cragmore Castle, you ask for the location of Cragmore Castle, as well as the cure for Tears of the Hungerer. He says, "Here, take this map, and thank you for the gold piece." To you, Adar. And then, okay, this is going to be kind of like a continuation after all the questions and stuff. So these next parts are just a bit of extra information that he is going to basically say now. So let me just get some other music going here quick. All right. Also, just a small word of caution to you. I'm no healer. This disease you both have might be curable, by some other easier means perhaps, but all of you must be careful. The tears of the hungerer spreads through coming in contact with blood or other bodily fluid from an infected creature. So be careful when either of you are injured, as he looks at each of you, Emma and Beatrick. If you choose to go to Loscan, or the suicidal Underdark, you want to keep an eye out for a pinkish fungus that goes by the name of Orion Elaine, or Eternal Damnation. It is very rare and likely to cost quite a bit. However, you will not need much of it. A pinch of the stuff will do. Another telltale sign of this fungus is when squeezing it or pressed, it gives off a hellish red glow. Be careful when handling it though. The raw fungus has many different properties and effects, so be sure to wash any part of the body that the fungus comes into contact with. He kind of looks at you, Emma and Beatrick, as he says this. It's called Orina. I can't even say it. Oriana Elaine. Elaine, yeah, Oriana Elaine. I'll just post it in the chat because, geez Louise.
Yeah, one of those names.
Oriana Elaine. Or Eternal Death.
Wow.
No, sorry, not Eternal Death. Is it?
Eternal Damnation, isn't it?
Eternal Damnation, yeah.
That's more terrifying.
Doesn't sound like
Yeah,
we're healing
I don't know if it's better to just keep the Tears of the Hunger or get the mushroom.
But yeah,
At this point.
Okay, just on a side note, at the moment you guys are only really rolling a d4 to see how much of your max HP gets removed. So I mean, it's not much.
Okay.
And if you think about it, when you started at level 1, you were only between 8 and 12 HP in any case. So just keep that in mind. All right, and then he continues to say, "Oh, I just recall though, my old student, Sister Garela. She is a young priestess of Tamora, and might have a better idea of how to help. She's a very kind and gentle soul. You should be able to find her in Fandlin, I think, although I know she went out on a mission recently. However, I think she should be back by now. Also, if you have some idea on how, or come across any information on how to deal with this Jabberwock, please let me know. The creature seems to be resting for now, but once its hunger grows, it will seek out populated areas to feed, and not just its hunger, but its lust for chaos and destruction. I'm very hesitant to leave this place at the moment. I have to keep an eye on this creature. It's not natural, and I can already sense the imbalance it's causing within the nature around it. But now eat, as he goes to dish up the delicious stew. He fills it into an eclectic bunch of different bowls as he hands it out to all of you.
Merci.
It's a pleasure. You have a strange way of speaking I have not heard of.
Sounds ridiculous, does it not?
Well, I'm not one to judge, but if I was being honest, a little bit, yes. And you
It curses me every day.
It curses you. I think that it would bring joy to those around you. Do your fellow companions not find joy in your manner of speaking?
Personally, I think that they find it quite annoying. But unfortunately, it is part of my backstory, so it is here to stay for now.
Well, that
A little bit of metagaming there.
yeah, that sounds that doesn't sound too good. But each to their own. I don't know. Why don't you just try speaking in a different accent?
I mean, I try, but then I sound like this, and it's not great either.
Yeah, I think I do prefer your
Yeah,
strange accent. That sounds like you're vomiting your words a bit.
Do I still have the picture we found of the cult, the weird spider thing? Who has that picture?
You mean the letter with the
Yeah,
the symbol?
The symbol on it.
Yeah. Someone has it. I know we didn't leave it.
Whoever has the letter, can they please show it to Radith and ask him if he knows more of this cult? Because if I remember correctly, they were trying to summon some kind of spider or something.
Alright, so I'm assuming someone, let's just for argument's sake say, Ado, you're the group
Yeah.
secretary, since you got some knowledge of arcane and studies and bookish things.
Secretary.
So so we'll just say for now that you've got the thing. So you hand it over to Radoth, the yellowed paper with the symbol of
Oh, it wasn't the spider. It was that two triangles with the weird wood or whatever in the middle.
There was a spider one as well.
that
Yeah,
one.
but I think the spider one was just the letter, and the actual symbol was
Oh, okay, yeah. Was that symbol on the ground, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was on the ground. That was on the ground in the Red Brand hideout, yeah.
Okay, did we trace it on a... I think Bedrick did trace it off on a piece of paper.
Did he? I
Far.
don't recall.
Did you, Bedrick? Bedrick? He doesn't recall either. Okay, I'll try to explain it to him. Okay,
Alright,
I scrolled
you-
away. I gave it a glance. Now I'm gonna try to explain it.
Okay.
It's a sun shaped with
Hang on.
two
What are you explaining to me right now? What is this?
in a red brand hideout.
Oh, the
Where
Red Brands.
we-
Yes, I heard of those ruffians in Fandlin.
Yes, there was a we believed it was a or one of the wizards or leaders there called Glassstaff's
Yes.
hideout. We believe it was his.
Oh, you found the hideout then, did you?
Yes, you know about the hideout?
Well, I knew of its existence. I didn't know where it was.
No, it was in the old big family home in the basement.
Tresendor Manor, you say? Okay.
That's exactly what I said.
No, I know the house you speak of. It's hard to miss.
And yeah, and on the ground of his study or the main room of the hideout was a sun-shaped outline, like a circle with the sun rays, and then a triangle pointing up or north in one direction.
Was this drawn or how was it inlaid? What was it
Yes,
inlaid or
I have
drawn?
no idea. I can't remember. I don't recall. Was it drawn or was it? Jeffrey, jy het die beste geheue hierso. Sê vir my.
If I remember correctly, it was drawn. I don't know if we asked that, but yeah, it was a black circle on the ground.
Yeah, with an arrow pointing down, or it might be inlaid. Arrow pointing down, arrow pointing upwards, and then some scribbles or something in the middle that we cannot make out. Do you know anything about it?
Yeah, it sounds like some sort of either perhaps a teleportation circle or could be for trapping something, for summoning something, and trapping something. No, I'm not a dabbler in those kind of arts, so I wouldn't know. I find it abhorrent. I can't stand people or wizards who do or practice such arts.
So you don't think it's a cult logo or something like that? It's part of a spell.
It could be a cult logo or cult symbol. However, knowing that the leader was a wizard, I doubt that it would be, especially if it was drawn on the floor, as you say. I mean, why not print it on a piece of paper or on some fabric?
And then we show him the letter with the spider logo. Do you know anything about this?
Well, Lord Albrecht. Jarno Albrecht. The name seems to ring a bell, but I can't quite place it. The symbol on this here, however, but this is interesting. They talk about working for a dwarf. Is this the dwarf you mentioned, and are these strangers who accompany him? Does this refer to your group, perhaps?
We believe we've since shed the paladin, but
what happened to him?
We don't speak about it.
Oh, I see.
But
and dwarven maps. So who's the dwarf? Who were you accompanying?
We were hired by the dwarf to be his bodyguard, or the bodyguard for his goods. And then we came across them being kidnapped and the whole ambushed.
Alright, I'm just wondering what maps they could be referring to here, but
I don't know what maps they are referring, or the artifacts.
But this whole region is strewn with strange ruins and ancient artifacts. I can't make too much out about the writing. However, the symbol, it's nothing I've ever seen before, to be honest. It looks like a spider to me. It's probably just some form of signature. It doesn't appear to be magical of any. It doesn't seem to be giving off any magical auras or anything. So
Okay. So it might just be a logo for a local group of whatever's militias or.
just by the fact that it's signed at the end, don't disappoint me. I think it might just be an individual, but it could also belong to a group. I might be wrong.
Do you know of a wizard going by the name of Glassstaff?
I know he was the leader of the Red Brands in Fandolin, and no one had seen him, or it was just what the Red Brands around town had called him. Called their leader, at least, Glassstaff, and they claimed he was a powerful wizard.
You don't know of a separate hideout or somewhere he might have gone?
No, I don't. I mean, there's many places you could hide all across the land. It's a massive, yeah.
Do you think he'll be capable of summoning a Jabberwocky?
I think possibly, yes. I think it's definitely possible. I mean, it seems like a lot of strange things are happening and a lot of strange groups are popping up. I mean, these figures I had mentioned, I'd seen leaving the tower, wore strange masks. I couldn't make out any faces. Yeah, they had these. I couldn't quite make it out from where I was sitting, but they definitely had something covering their faces, which I thought was strange. It looked very cult-like to me. But I like I said, I mean, a Jabberwock is not from this plane. It's something else. It's where it comes from. No one knows, and this is a bit of a brain scratcher.
You mentioned Sister
Garela, yes.
Sister Garela.
You should find her in the temple in the Temple of Tamora in Fandolin. You must have passed it if you went through there.
Did we not meet her, Sassoon? Wasn't she the one that gave us this the offering for the?
Yes, we already talked to that cult, and she pointed us to you.
I don't believe she's part of a cult. The Sisters of Tamora are quite. Well, Tamora is quite a strong religion. If you're not, I assume, looking at your Tabaxi heritage, you're not obviously from the region. There's very few of your kind up this way, and I've only ever met Tabaxi. Aren't you a Tabaxi?
I don't really know the word.
Yeah, it's a Tabaxi. I'm pretty sure. Let me check your. Yeah, Tabaxi. If you look under your thing, your race.
So outside of game, yes, it is called the Tabaxi.
Oh, sorry, you're talking as Sassoon. Oh, all right, sorry. I get it now. Okay. Well, I mean, what do you think you are?
Sassoon.
Ah, you're one of those. All right. Never mind then.
Wait. There's other people covered in fur.
I have met one or two in my day, when I was still young and able to travel far distances, far to the south.
I haven't been south yet.
Yeah, there aren't many of your kind up here. Don't know why that is, but it's yeah. I'm sure you've gotten quite a few strange looks from the folk around here.
I always thought it's because I wear red.
It might be that as well. I know. I also know of your order, and I'd suspected that you might be from from the west, from the east. But anyway, I don't like prying into people's pasts. We all have them, and some people's pasts are best left unspoken of. But I'll do what I can to help. If you are looking for this dwarf and you say he might be at this so-called Cragmore Castle, I've given you the map.
About that map, I see there's some redacted information.
Yeah.
Can you enlighten us?
This is the DM speaking now, but the redacted information is just stuff that isn't part of the campaign, basically.
Oh, okay.
So it's just like it was from this map that I'd found, and these are things that I didn't want to distract you, basically.
Okay.
But you're more than welcome to go investigate and fill in the blanks if you so choose.
Yeah. Tell me. Oh, there's Cragmore Castle.
Yes. What I'll do, and
Where
to
are we
assist,
now on this map?
he points to the. If you look here, here's Neverwinter along the Sword Coast. Now, if you follow the river that exits Neverwinter up towards the east, you'll see Thunder Tree just south of the Neverwinter
did we
River.
Did we walk past Cragmore Castle?
I doubt no, you wouldn't have seen. Which direction did you come from? I'm assuming you must have gone along Neverwinter Wood, since you definitely entered the Unseen Valley where the Tears of the Hunger disease is busy spreading from. So you might have, you didn't walk past it. It was quite a ways off, but it is nearby. I'm surprised you didn't come across any. If it is populated by goblin and goblin folk, I'm surprised you didn't come across any ambushes or patrols, goblin patrols, because I know
there was some goblin action. Speaking of, do you know of any wood elves in this area?
Yeah, there are quite a few that roam the forests, but they generally keep to themselves.
Because we found a goblin ambush or a goblin group that had a head of a wood elf with them. Yeah.
That is rather strange, considering that these elves are usually pretty skilled and especially in woodcraft and hiding. So that is a little worrisome. But perhaps they were just unlucky.
So you don't think the goblins have enlisted more intelligent help?
I couldn't say. It's possible. I mean, you say so. This Lord Arno or Albrecht mentioned in that letter you'd shown me. He was meant to capture the dwarf in the map, but now the goblins have him. Is it not perhaps possible that this Lord Albrecht has goblins working for him, and he's the one that perhaps sent out the... I don't know, it sounds, strange that...
Yeah, no, it can...
that there's a bit of a coincidence there, it seems.
I think it's a bit more than a coincidence, to be honest. So... yeah. Can be. In your expert opinion...
I'm no expert.
Yeah, Mark. Expert in... what do you call brackets? Would you think we'd be safe to go to Cragmore Castle, see if we can sort that out, and then head to help them cure the disease, or should we just
The
head
disease
straight to
is
cure the disease?
the disease is, I think, slow acting. Your friends have a good few days before they would be in dire need. What I can do to help and speed you along your ways, it is a 2-day track from here, probably to Cragmore Castle. I haven't been there in a very long time. But I can perhaps help you in some way, help get you there slightly faster.
Get us there slightly faster. Okay.
Yeah.
That would have to be up to the
Yes, of course.
infectees.
But what are the plans now with the infected? Because we know that there's a physician in Vanderlyn, which is back, but also that we can go into the bigger cities. I think Neverwinter or Luskan. I'm not sure where Luskan is.
It's north of Neverwinter.
And then try and find a high priest that can cure diseases, and then have a couple of thousand gold to cure diseases.
Yeah, you see, I don't know how long the dwarf has got left. He was our first employer. If the druids say they have a few days, I say we see if we can get a good place to have a long rest, and then head to Cragmore Castle.
Well, we're going to have at least one long rest on our way to Cragmore Castle. It's a 2-day track.
Yes, but remember, the closer we get, the more likely we're gonna encounter some gobbies.
Oh, well, I'm good to go.
But yeah. So it will be up to Emma and Beatrix to make the call for us.
Question. Would Selune be able to assist us in any way?
I don't know who's. I don't pray to her.
Okay, that's clear as mud. Well, it's worth a shot.
Suppose. Who's Selune?
No, that's fine. You don't. Yeah, you wouldn't really necessarily know Beatrix, so.
Yeah, that's I'm asking you, who's Selune?
Should I divulge a bit?
Up to you. If you're asking me, it's up to you.
Okay. Well, Selene, it's also known as the Lady of Silver, or Moon Maiden, or Night Lady. She was basically the goddess of the moon. I'm just going to say in my world, she held several portfolios, mostly moon stars, navigation, wanderers, even what's it called? Sailors, pray to her. Very powerful goddess. Well, I think it's worth a try. If it works, it works. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But she's very powerful. I believe in that. She's helped me out in a few tight spots before.
I'm sorry. Oh, I suppose. It's worth a shot. It's better than venturing into a dangerous area.
Worth the shot.
Yeah.
Another question: the healing potions, does it have any effect on this
Here's the hunger.
Tears of Anger?
You don't know?
Oh, I thought we said last time I did it.
I also thought it didn't.
Yeah,
Oh.
yes. That you asked last time, and
Oh.
Well, I know
yeah,
it was the
that's
healing. You try to heal yourself, so
Yeah. And can I try and see if I know if healing potion would help?
roll. Let me quickly check here. I'd say probably Arcana.
Hmm.
No, roll the medicine. Sorry, roll the medicine check for me.
Yeah, fair enough.
18.
You deduce that a healing potion is created to bring back life and vigor and knit and heal wounds, not necessarily remove poisons and disease. So you assume that no, it probably wouldn't work. Trying to take a healing potion.
Then I'll share that with the group and tell them. No, sorry, no go.
Yeah.
I just need this.
my wings that were up when we entered the place, probably somewhere in the conversation, just completely disappear.
Oh,
Hey.
wow.
Back to his normal self.
Strange. Yeah, I never understand you red ones. With your strange
Red
ways.
ones.
Did he have a tail or does he still have a tail?
Nice to know it doesn't have wings. I mean, it doesn't have elephant arms anymore. That's my friend.
I'm still reeling from the fact that that there's more of me. These tabaxi.
There's only one of you, sister. In our eyes, you're the only one.
Oh my.
In mine as well.
Yes. Well, you
okay,
probably
but,
are the only one.
But then, what's the plan going forward here? Are we going north to try and find Luskin, or south to Phandalin?
I thought we were gonna try and summon Salumi or whatever her name is.
Yes, but if her weird cult does not work, are we going north or south?
Well, I think it'll be determined by whether this works or not, because if it doesn't, then it might not still need a cure.
Okay, what do you need for us to summon her?
Well, I suppose I'll have to pray to her.
Okay.
Is there somewhere safe that? Sorry, that I can pray to Selene. Don't want to go out and.
It's my private com.
Well, I mean, you're welcome to use my cot, but unfortunately, there's no. This is the only room, as you can see.
We'll all turn around and stare. Fool.
Why do you require privacy to perform your prayer or ritual?
No. No, it's not necessary. I will write to Selene and hope she, takes pity on us and helps us.
Well, you be my guest.
Oh.
Well, while Emma's preparing for this, I'll just move across to the door. Not opening it or anything like that, just leaning against and listening and waiting.
Yeah, Jacques is leaning his head back against the wall, kind of trying to just close his eyes for a moment, savoring the tea and the food. It's been a while since he's had a warm meal.
Yeah, I also meditate, trying to get my key points back.
All right.
All right, so Emma will basically what was my holy symbol? Was it a a thingamabib, something that I could hold in my hand, or was it the tattoo? I can't remember now.
It was something you could hold. It was a physical.
It
Um,
was
you had carved it yourself, if I recall, from I think from wood originally. So it's this. It's up to you if you've replaced it perhaps with something. Yeah, or if you made something else. But it's basically this symbol of like a full moon with like it looks like light strewn across it, like almost like a bit of a half moon type shape on top of the full moon. So you have this full moon with a bit of a hat kind of on top of it that it's meant to represent like the moonlight spreading forth.
okay. I'm with you. All right. So Emma will basically go down on her knees and hold this wood, like the description is said, and then close her eyes and pray, Selena Goddess, I desire healing from this terrible poison that we have. Our time is limited and we've got to help people. Well, we've got what's his name?
Blaster.
No, we don't
Oh,
want
that
to
guy.
help him.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, we've got
It's a short man. We need to.
dwarf to help. Dwarf, damn it. Okay, no, don't tell her, damn it. But we've got the dwarf to help, and we need to be at our best physical. We've got to be strong. Can you please take pity on us and help us? And she just holds this symbol and in her hands, in both hands, with bent head, and yeah, that's
All right.
basically.
So as you go into your prayer posture and you start your prayer, you feel your connection with your goddess grow, and you feel a sensation that's familiar to you since you do often commune. But this is and I mean you do receive a lot of your power from the goddess. But this is a more direct contact type situation that you're going into, and you feel that same sense of this presence around you, the silvery glow. No one else sees this though. You yourself see the silver light beaming down as if coming through the roof. Your eyes are closed and you can just see this silver light penetrate through your lids, and you open them up. The rest of you just see her sitting there with her eyes closed, but Emma, in your mind, you feel yourself and your eyes open. As you look up, you see the roof of the structure has basically disappeared, and this beam of silvery light comes down to you, and you see a full moon, even though at the moment it's daylight, it's daytime outside and overcast. You see this dark night sky and this bright full moon, this light shining down, washing over you, your whole body turning silver in the light. You see this face appear, this form, this dragon-like long snout, but beautiful, these beautiful curling whiskers that come up like this, and you see out of the moon this face appear with this long clawed hand as it comes down, massive, stretching down towards you as you finish your prayer, and it touches you in the center of your head like this with its claw, massive. This thing is huge. Its claw is probably as big as you are, but you just feel this light push on your forehead as everything disappears, the silver, everything. You open your eyes and you feel a lightness, an easing of pain. You look around, everyone is kind of watching you. They heard your prayer, but they didn't see any of this. You look at your arm where the bite mark was, and it's healed up quite nicely now from the last few minutes since last you checked. It doesn't feel as painful. You also notice that some of the red veins that were spreading across your body has kind of receded a little bit. Not fully. It's still in your. It's still on most of your arm, but it's kind of receded down to about your elbow area. And you feel a bit of a lightness. Your veins, the blood pumping through your body feels a little cleaner for a moment. I'd like you to roll a d4 for me, please.
Didn't she hear the part about us? I go there.
Yeah, let's open up that one. And then a 4 should. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's enough.
Say roll. That's it.
Oh wow, fantastic one.
Alright, so you gain 1 additional max HP that you can add to your current max. And yeah, we'll see what happens as time continues. But unfortunately, Beatrick was not touched by this.
Didn't she hear me correctly? Or was it just 4 elves then?
You're not sure why.
I say, great. The elf healed herself.
Well, that was interesting.
That's one word to use.
What happens there? That looked like something transformative. Are you okay?
Yes, I'm okay, but she didn't. Can I take a look at Bedrick's wound or arm or?
It's his bum.
No.
That's pretty much where it is, right?
He got bit on the bum, running away from the wolves.
Yeah. I say, no, it's fine. Don't. It's okay. Leave it.
Well, then I'd say we're strong. I'm a bit stronger, but we need to find help for Bedrick first. And if the rest don't want to go find help for him first, then I'll go with him. But we need to look after our own first. And
Okay, so the first question then is how many thousands of gold do you have?
more hundreds, not thousands.
No, I'm just thinking if we are going to go into the High Priestess and demand he or she heals. I don't know how much that will cost, but magic items usually start with 1,000 gold and then go up. Or
Can we ask the druid what the cost of that said? What was that mushroom's name?
Yeah, that's
that's two different things.
Yeah.
So in Luskan we can go find the mushroom in the black markets.
And then the big town will be a priestess.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can the druid give us an indication of what it's gonna cost? And should we
the priest.
Should we?
Yeah. Should you?
No. Rob him now or later?
Not me. You're more than welcome to try. I've got nothing to steal.
No, was I didn't mean to tell him. Sorry.
You'll have to look actually for something to steal.
Yeah.
Listen, I think
We can go back
it's just
to
me.
Goriel, so
It's just me in any case. If Jock is willing to, I mean, I don't mind going on my own. It's not worth for everybody to mobilize.
How much do you have between all of you, out of a matter of interest?
Well,
Out of a matter of interest, how much do you
it's
think a
interesting
priest
issue,
would cost us?
buddy.
Well, one at a time, please. But a priest, you're gonna need a pretty powerful one, and I know they don't come cheap. I can't tell you exactly how much. I don't frequent those places, and to be honest, I can't abide those saintly folk. They rub me the wrong way.
Agreed, but do you think it's tens of gold or hundreds of gold or thousands of gold?
Judging by the power needed to cure this particular disease, it's probably going to be a few thousand, yes.
Few thousand.
Just out of curiosity, who's this dwarf that employed you and who you allowed to be captured?
Is just some rando.
A rando.
Got us at the bar.
Garland?
Oh, his name.
Well, I mean, if he was asking and paying you to transport goods, it sounds like he's probably some sort of a merchant or something. I'm just assuming if you went to help him, maybe he's forgiven and he decides to pay you out for your services.
There's an easier way, guys, honestly. I mean, you don't have to go around chasing money like crazy. I think, let me go off to Tuscan, with Jock, and then, put my skills to use and see if I can get my hands on this mushroom.
Because the other option is that we see if the sister in Phandalin doesn't already maybe have a mushroom, since she was very interested in herbs and stuff, or maybe has an easier way of fixing Tears of the Hungerer. We also haven't tried yet amputating the part that's infected.
You want to amputate my bum? What am I gonna sit on so soon? Like, seriously?
I've seen you stand most of the time, it's fine.
Wow. Just wow.
I don't think he thinks it's funny. I just like.
And,
If we go back to
and
Phandalin.
also, the druid said you're going to become stronger, so
Yes.
do we want to cure it?
I'm happy with the part of getting stronger. What I don't like is the dementia and my heart stop beating. That's what I'm not a fan of.
Yes, but how much dementia?
Well, I mean, if you eventually die from it, I pretty imagine it's a lot.
Huh. So there are pros and cons, is what we're saying.
I would say. I just slapped my hand on my forehead like, yes, sir, pros and cons.
Well, if we do go back to Phandalin, we do have to maybe not face the wolves again, but we have to face that horrible
But
of whatever it
was,
is.
Well, we don't have to go through the woods this time.
The
Yes,
druid
I'll-
did offer to assist us a little bit in navigation this time.
Yes.
while we're there, the druid, sorry, something just occurred to me and I haven't dived more into it in the past sessions. That magic belt that I think was Spoon gave me. Can I ask the druid if he knows anything about it? More than what I already know?
Yeah, you can. Yeah. Feel like
Oh, because you haven't even teleported once.
I haven't even touched it once. I don't remember it like today.
Lucky find.
Yeah, no, and I gave it to Beatrix with the hope that it'll teleport everywhere, but
That's why I'm thinking now. Let me, it's time to pull this bad boy out and start figuring out what's happening.
Brilliant.
Alright, so you show Radoth the belt.
Can I do something?
Alright, this looks rather interesting. It looks dwarven forged, just off the bat. Just give me a moment. You see him go to his table, puts it down, takes a couple of strange looking candles out of a metal tin box, places it around the object, lights them, takes a bunch of herbs, dried herbs off a rack, lights it up, and gets it going nice and thick. You see this thick smoke, and he starts chanting as he just lets the smoke kind of go up. And it's strange because as soon as the smoke reaches the roof of the structure, it kind of just disappears. So he keeps this up for a few minutes, and then he stops. Fuck, I need to find the bloody thing. Alright, so this stone in the center here, this is what gives it its magic, although it is tied to the rest of the belt, I see. It allows you to misty step once per day, it would seem, and it would recharge at dawn.
How far?
Yeah, it looks like this is made from some sort of a snake skin. And it appears that it would probably give the wearer resistance to piercing damage.
If there was just one indication if that would have ever helped.
Not that I can think of, honestly. I'm
No.
trying to wrap my head around this, but
Yeah.
It is strange. I don't know the other symbology or anything of it, but
how far can you
it's
miss?
pretty powerful.
30 feet.
How many?
30 feet is
30 feet only.
Yes, is it's the spell Misty Step.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I couldn't even do like jumper type thing, like teleport to a different country.
That requires great power, far beyond your means, and probably.
Well, it is a bonus action to Misty Step. So if you need to move like 60 feet suddenly, you can Misty Step and then run the other way. Maybe use your action to dash, then you go 90 feet.
Can I only step like areas that I can see, or can I like from in here basically teleport outside?
Yes, you need to be able to see it, and there needs to be an open space for you to fit there.
So pretty much not through walls.
Yes.
Does it trigger a reactionary attack if you step away from, like, step out of a creature's attack range?
No.
What is that? No.
Well, if you're teleporting, I would doubt that. I mean,
Away. That's cool.
Oh, nice. Oh.
yeah. Well, I grab it and I'll strap it on.
Well, wait a bit.
Somebody,
I've got.
somebody else is stopping me now.
Just wait. And I give him a disdainful look. Question, DM, if I've got the feature preserve life, is that only for battle or for combat situations, or can I try that outside combat?
That's a spell, right? Preserve life. You can do it outside battle. However, you would know this. Let me just quickly go to the preserve life. Is it a spell? Hey.
I'm not sure. It's a channel divinity.
Yeah.
Oh, channel divinity. Okay, so it's a feature. Where is channel divinity? Life domain. Channel Divinity. Preserve life. Okay, as an action, you can restore 20 HP. Starting at second level, you can. Okay, as an action, you present your holy symbol and evoke healing energy that can restore a number of hit points equal to 5 times your cleric level. Choose any creature within 30 feet of you and divide those hit points among them. This feature can restore a creature to no more than half of its hit point maximum. You can't use this feature on an undead or a construct. So this is you would know that this would only probably heal up your health points. It wouldn't necessarily do anything for curing diseases or anything like that.
Is it worth it to use it for your hit points?
Yeah, well, if you're in battle, you can. At the moment, everyone's going to take a short rest, so you can mark. So during a short rest, you don't heal up fully, but you can roll a number of hit die. So say you're sitting on 5 points, you might want to roll all your hit die to make up your hit points. But when you rest, or when you take a long rest, you recover those hit die. However, you don't recover all of them. You only recover a certain number depending on how many you've used, I think. So I think you only get half back. So you should only get half back. You've got a number equal to your level. So you all have 4 hit die that you can roll during a short rest. So if you roll 2 now, you should get those 2 back in a short rest. But if you roll all 4 to get your hit points back, during a long rest, you'll only get 2 back from those 4 that you've rolled the next day, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'd like to do the roll 2 now. So do I roll a d4 or?
No. So
you roll your hit die.
Yeah. So when you go on your sheet, it says short rest at the top.
Yes.
So you click on short rest.
Okay.
Then you'll see your hit die there.
Okay.
Then you choose the number, and then when you take, then you say, make sure that automatically apply healing with dice results is active. Then you click on the symbol of the 2d10 or 4d10 or however much you're rolling. You click on that, it's going to roll, and then you immediately click take short rest and then take short rest again because just to confirm it. Yeah, just to confirm.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, I've got it. Oh wait.
All right, let me for those of you who don't know, let me perhaps just show you how it's done quickly. Now, I realize I should probably show more things so we can just. If anybody doesn't know how to do something, just say, and then I can just show you how to do some of these things. If I know, at least if I know how. All right. So here we have just an example page. So if I take say 12 damage, this is a level 2 character. So what I'll do then is I'll say I'm going to take a short rest now. Make sure this, so I'll click up here, short rest. Then I'll make sure automatically, you can all see my screen, hey, I think.
Yeah.
Alright, so then I'm going to say automatically apply healing with dice results. I'm going to click on both these things.
Alright,
let me just move this slightly over. Here, so you can see. Hang on. Okay, short rest. So I'm going to click on both of these, and then I'm going to click on that. So it's rolling. It's rolled, and then I'm going to say take short rest. It's going to count down, and I'm going to say confirm. Done.
okay.
And then see it's applied the hit die to my HP automatically. And when I click on short rest again, you will see I've got 2 hit die taken off.
Okay. Yeah.
If my maximum HP is 22 and my current HP is 22, is it worth it to roll? Not,
No.
I think.
No, you don't have to roll anything, but you can take a short rest. It will sometimes, for example, I think your Channel Divinity recharges on a short rest. You see here, Channel Divinity, this recharges on a short rest. So if you had used that during combat or during the day or for whatever reason and you take a short rest, you will recover the Channel Divinity.
Alright, so I'm just going to take a short rest without rolling anything.
Yeah, that's fine.
Thank you.
Torgs, when I click on those two buttons, the roll button that you had doesn't pop up. It just says take a short rest. When I do that, it doesn't update the health at all, so it doesn't look like it's actually rolling anything.
Okay, hang on. Let me just refresh your page here on my side.
Mine does
Amelie.
exactly the same.
What
Alright.
is your health now? What's the
Currently
damage you've taken?
14.
Mine,
Yeah, out of
15.
So I'm gonna just say reset. I'm gonna reset your thing here. If it decides to. Oh no. Okay, well. I'm just gonna remove those. Hit refresh on your side quick.
Sure.
If.
Mine's working.
Alright, cool.
Nice.
Sweet.
Let's see.
Oh no, I see it's still there. There's two.
Yeah, mine's not.
You don't have spell slots or anything, so maybe take a long rest and then just damage yourself 14 again.
Or no, you don't have to damage yourself. Just roll 2d10s and then add that to your HP. You can also just do that.
Okay, I'll do that.
See, because when I click here, they do pop up.
D10, D10. That's 11.
Alright,
So
so
it
you
takes
can
me
just
25.
you can just add 11. I think actually what I need to do to reset is that you click on these and then you hit reset, and then it'll reset itself. But we'll just leave it as is for now.
Yeah, we can fiddle during a break or something.
Yeah. Alright, so you've updated. So everybody's taken a short rest then, hey?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yes. And I've got all my key points back.
Nice. So you get all your key points back after a short rest, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
I am basically fully
Nice.
healed.
Tip top. Alright.
Emma, that is quite a nice. That channel divinity is quite a nice spell.
It is.
Yeah, it's quite a lot of HP you can give
yeah.
us within a short rest.
Yeah, yeah. Well, once per short rest, and it's basically 20 HP. You can just hand out.
Yeah.
Up until like half health, but you know, if anybody's in trouble,
You can.
yeah. I'm not sure. Does it work when somebody's fainted already?
Yeah, no, it would work.
Okay, so then
Really?
so
it's like-
Like a Christmas tree.
Medicine on wheels.
yeah, so when like Beatrix was down, when we were busy being attacked by wolves, well, Beatrix and the French elf was down.
Would it?
I was down with the roof.
Could have given them both like just like 10 quickly and then.
So just carry on. I'm just going to the toilet.
Just mute your mic.
Too much information.
Alright, so I'm gonna grab my belt, slap it back on in the meantime.
And
then
while we're talking about battle strategies, I feel there was some kind of confusion between me and Emma. There is no reason for me to run ever. I can basically catch up to every single character on the map instantly.
You can fly.
No, I cannot fly.
Oh.
Yes.
It may look like he's flying, but it's not actually the case.
Okay. I thought he was flying this whole time. my
Right?
bad.
Yeah, no, it's
Oh
pretty-
no, that would have been awesome. But yeah, so yeah, I can basically catch up to anybody anytime. And I'm I'm very, very hard to hit. So there's no reason for me really ever to not stand in the way of everybody else and getting hit. So that's usually why I stay until people run.
Okay, well, I was just judging by the time we found you wet and half unconscious during the weather attack.
Damn! I'm just.
Yeah, that that honestly was not one of my best moments. Um, but you know, I don't only judge you from the time you basically stepped on frogs and exploded all of us. You know, stuff happens.
Bedrick might be very grey, but even he's got a little bit of red in his cheeks right now. So that's. Anyway, the point I was trying to make earlier on, and then I'll get the belt back on, and I'll walk over to Sassoon and I'll say, "Hey, buddy, well, this is quite the belt. Are you sure you don't want it?"
Sorry, also, just in regard to the belt, it requires attunement. So I'll create a homebrew for it, and then I'll attach it to your character later, Bedrick. But just know that it requires attunement. Just meaning that you can only attune to 3 magical items. So,
Right.
yeah, just keep that in mind.
Okay, cool.
No, my offhand action in fights are already very useful. I yeah, probably you as well. I think we should rather give it to if you don't want it, because I thought if you could teleport, it might be easier to hide or catch people offside or get onto roofs.
Yeah, no, I'll give it a shot. Don't get me wrong. I'll try it. I just wasn't too familiar with it just yet. My previous knowledge of it was very poor. So yeah. But now that I know that I can attune to it and all that, I'll definitely give it a shot.
Did Sister Gariel meet you last time?
I'm not sure. I think it was in the same room, but I don't
I
think.
think we all went in the end of it.
I think you asked Beatrice to stay outside because you don't like his face.
Yeah, something along those lines, right? Or something almost hurtful like that. I agree. Thanks, Sassoon.
But in the end, I think we all went in.
I don't know, honestly. I'm even surprised you're talking at all right now, so I don't know what to say.
Okay, so or we
Castle?
go to Cragmore Castle, get the dwarf, get lots of money, make a quick trip to Phandalin to see if Sister doesn't have the mushrooms, and then go with lots of money to either a priest or a.
How often do I lose my max HP now with this Tears of the Hungered?
You're not sure yet. It just happened this morning.
Oh, okay. So I don't have a set timeline of how often it will happen.
Yeah, you're not sure yet, no.
And I can't do any check to see if I know how often.
You just based off of all the previous checks you've all done. No, you wouldn't. You don't. You're not sure. It's a very not a very common thing. It's a very it's something ancient. It hasn't been seen in the realms for centuries. So there's only very little on it.
But it's definitely a poison. It's not a curse or magic.
It might as well be a curse, but it because you cast detect poison, and it picked up, or detect disease or poison, it picked up on that.
Yeah.
So you can deduce that it's probably a disease or some sort of a poison. More likely a disease, since Radoth did mention that it spreads.
Okay.
Well, upon hearing we're going to Cragmore Castle, I put my hand on my backside, and I say, "All right, let's make our way."
Okay, Radoth, you said you could get us there quickly.
Yes, of course.
So
yeah, you
teleport
guys
us
are a bit of
or-
a strange bunch, I must admit. It was a pleasure having you all. You obviously have things to work out between each other, because I can definitely sense the tension in this room. But
Nah, friendly banter.
that's okay. It seems like you all are still getting to know each other, so it only comes after spending a good amount of time together. And once you've done that, I'm sure you, just based off what I've seen out there, will make quite a formidable group. So I hope to see you all soon. As he kind of starts talking, he goes to one of the back windows that opposite the door that you guys kind of came in, removes one of these iron bars and opens it up. And as soon as he opens the window, I'd like all of you to maybe perhaps roll a perception for me, please.
Ooh.
I'm still tired, so this is with disadvantage.
Okay.
Oh, that was terrible. 6.
Oh.
16.
14.
18.
Yo.
Did they move perception?
Oh,
21.
21.
Who's they?
D&D Beyond. No, I've got it.
No, I'm just joking.
No.
Oh man.
It
I look-
honestly would be a great joke to just hide perception.
Right? We're scanning the skills list like a madman trying to figure out where it is.
And I look for it every time. I have to look for it every time. I
Like,
don't know
put
why.
it on the top, at the bottom, middle.
Yeah.
Obrom's perception isn't very high.
Yeah. Anders is better. 19.
So, I don't know why it's not updating on my side. Hang on. Okay. So, Beatrick and Adar, the rest, and Emma. Beatrick, Emma, Adar. You keep an eye on Radoth as he opens the window. You see him kind of holding something in his right hand. It's kind of from this angle, he's back facing you. It's a bit difficult to see what it is, but he kind of pulls it up to his mouth, or pulls his hands up to his mouth like this, and you can see him. He takes a big like an intake of breath, and then he blows like, and you can hear the sound coming out of his mouth, but there's no. It's almost like he's blowing on something that should be making a sound, but you don't hear anything. Out of the, and when you look through the window, like you can kind of just make out past his head what's happening. It's not a very big window; it's very small, probably like this. So you kind of look through, like just try and gaze past the corners of his head to see what's happening. And you just make out the silver streak zipping down from. It's difficult to see what direction it's coming from, but it's moving really, really quick. As it comes rushing into the house, and this thing just comes zipping like it leaves a silvery streak as it comes and sits on Radoth's shoulder. This thing comes to a standstill, and it's difficult to see what it is exactly. It's not. It seems like it's in constant motion, moving very quickly. It's like zipping everything. It's like when you like with a strobe light, when you wave your hand like this or whatever, you see like reflection, or not reflection. What do you call it? Like images of your hand like waving across like that. And it's this constant motion. Every time it moves, it's just like difficult to see what this is. It looks humanoid, very small. It must be half a foot, not even, as it sits on Radoth's shoulder. He starts kind of he just turns his head as he kind of still facing the window, and he starts whispering. You can't quite make out what he says. Hang on, just give me 2 seconds. I just want to see languages here quickly. Okay.
So has this thing been seen by everybody in the room? Or only
Now
to
it
those
has,
that-
but
Okay.
it's now it's been seen. But I'm just checking what else. Hang on. Bugger off. Okay. Yeah, no, you wouldn't. I was gonna just see if any of you would. Okay, so you do pick up words, being spoken by Radoff, the three of you, but none of you speak this language, and it's difficult to even try and comprehend what he's saying. But you see some sort of affirmation between the two, and you see this thing zip out the window again, lightning fast. You don't even. All that's left behind is the silver trail as it disappears out. All right, my friends, or acquaintances, more like. This little fellow, Aklo, as he's called, will lead you on a safer path, perhaps, towards Cragmore Castle. He is a quickling, and he's one for mischief. He's a bit of a chaotic thing, so try not to engage with him too much. Besides, I doubt any of you could speak to him. But he will lead you. I know you guys came through the unseen valley, and it's very dangerous and quite a ways. It's a difficult track through there, so he's going to lead you around and take you the fastest route towards Cragmore, or Cragmore Castle. With him leading you, it should take you about a day and a half, probably reaching Cragmore Castle in the evening of the following day. So if you left now, and the time at the moment is, as he whispers perhaps another spell under his breath as he determines what the time is. It's midday, so if you left now, you could perhaps get there by tomorrow evening, if nothing delays you.
Where did you get the shiny thing?
Oh, I don't own him. I didn't get him anyway. He's just an acquaintance, if we put it that way.
What is he?
He's
Quickling,
something.
he said.
Yeah, he's something called a quickling. It's a fey creature. They are usually, like I said, chaotic and they cause a lot of mischief. But out here, he's pretty harmless. So I keep an eye on him. He does owe me a favor or two. I've got him out of some trouble, and he's difficult to convince. But I managed to, well, like I said, pull in a favor.
Okay.
Where is he now? Is he outside the window again, or?
He'll be waiting for you as you take the path that you used to get into to Thunder Tree.
Does it
He'll
look
wait
anything like the picture I put up in Discord?
I'll check now.
I wanna race it.
You're not.
That's what I'm saying.
It's silvery and it's got like a bit of a blue sheen. It could look like that.
All right, cool.
This is what Beardrick pictures this thing looks like in his mind.
For me as well.
Well, it's combined with this sovereign.
It's canon.
Yeah, it's this little quick bird.
Teeny tiny roadrunner.
Yeah. Right.
Before we head out, I would just like to ask the Frenchie if he has where he's going, or would he care to join us on this?
We have fought together and we have shed blood together. I would be honored to join you on your quest. I can't even do the accent anymore. I'm
That was good. That was good. Even the light accent was yeah.
Even the light accent. I would be honored to join you on your quest. I am in search of my own goals, but I'm sure our travels will enlighten me along the way.
You you don't have to. You don't know the dwarf, but it would be much appreciated.
We,
Our group has a tendency to get ourselves in very tight spots, and more swords is always better.
well, I agree. There is definitely safety in numbers, and this forest has proven to be quite a disaster so far. So I think it would be in all of our best interests if we band up and head out together.
Ah, disaster.
Yes.
You hit the nail on the head, my friend.
Thank you, thank you.
We never asked you why you were in that, let's call it, tar swamp.
Oh, Zutalo, I was lost. I was so lost.
So you weren't looking for the frogs at all.
What frogs? I like frogs' legs. What frogs?
No, that's what I'm asking. Were you hunting frogs in that swamp?
If I had known there were frogs, I would have been there sooner. Those dogs wouldn't have stand a chance.
Oh,
We can probably try and go back for you.
No, I don't think that's a good idea. I think I saw one of them explode. That's not what normal frogs do. I don't think
No,
my stomach would agree with that.
no.
They're probably already cooked then. So
But tell me, my new compatriots, what exactly is your quest? What are you in search for?
We are going to save our employer.
and now also part of our team.
Okay, so I am now essentially a bodyguard. I think this
More
line
of
of
a
work.
rescue mission.
Oh, spec ops, I like that.
We're gonna take on a whole clan of goblins, and we are pretty sure there's a what's the leader? Is a
Bugbear or a dwarf or
I think the bugbear. No, like a big goblin. Is there?
bugbear or a hobgoblin.
Oliver? No.
Mm-mm.
No, it was Bugbear, no.
A bugbear. No,
But
I
it
think
could also be a hobgoblin.
It's some kind of bear. Let's put it that way.
A bear.
Because we fought 3 bugbears in the Red Veil Keep or whatever. Red Brand.
What exactly is a bugbear? I've never come across one of these before.
It's like a goblin except taller and more hairy, and it has like very long arms.
so. Nothing like a goblin.
Sounds horrifying.
It is pretty ugly.
Well, I am a chevalier in search of honor, so I think that fighting such a beast will help in that endeavor. I'm all for it. I will fight.
What is a chevalier?
I am a knight on an errant quest, essentially, forsaken from my town because of this ridiculous accent. If you must know, my ultimate goal is to find the witch that cursed me with this terrible voice, and hopefully one day the curse will be lifted.
Okay. Well, do you know where this witch is?
No,
Oh, damn it.
she disappeared into the wild. I thought maybe she could have come this far, but these woods have turned me completely around. I do not think she is here, though. I was planning on leaving anyway.
But just
What a cruel and unusual joke or curse.
curse.
I think she was trying to kill me or steal my voice because my father is quite involved in the parliament in my town. But the Fey magic was not with her that day. Out
Oh,
of
so
game.
you didn't like mock her accent, and so
No, she tried to steal his voice, and she essentially rolled a nat one. So she just gave him a weird accent instead.
Oh,
okay. Um,
That was-
remember me not to mess with witches that on complete failures change the way you speak forever.
Wiz, wild magic is terrifying. It can do many things. You could be healed back from the dead, or you could grow a fourth arm from your anus. It's terrifying.
oh, a fourth arm. Where's the third arm?
We do not speak. We do not speak about the third arm.
Where's the third arm? That's my question.
Okay.
The fourth
Suddenly
one-
don't want to know.
third-
Don't want to know.
Yeah, I'm concerned. Yeah, guys. I'm concerned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We will find this witch.
No, not we. Not we. But no one
We.
problems.
The witch shall be found, and your voice shall be returned.
Merci. I look forward to the day.
What? Your name? Your character name?
Jacques Poulet.
Now that you picked the name after you changed your voice.
Oui. In fact, I was given it. You see, apparently this accent is associated with a race long ago that was famous for retreating from battle. So they named me Jacques Chicken. But I changed it to Poulet because it sounds more fancy.
Poulet. What?
It's getting better and better.
What was your original name?
I do not remember. It has been so long ago since I left the Vale. I believe it was Jacquan.
What is the veil?
The area that my family reside. I see we have another elf in the party. Perhaps she knows of where I speak.
We have another 1.5 elves in the party.
Tablet.
Sister, cousin, where do you ladies hail from?
Ever meet?
I do not know this place.
The nearest?
Sorry, my speaker was off for some reason. I didn't hear you.
He asked where you guys came from. The elves.
Oh, I'm from Everesca.
Everesca. So you two are from the same place.
Yes.
Okay, awesome. So you two have traveled together for quite some time then.
Too long.
Too long. And our furry friend, the druid mentioned you were part of an order, some red order.
I'm part of the Lethani mercenaries. That's why I wear all red. We're basically just fists for hire.
I see. Red. So you don't have to clean out the bloodstains. This is very practical.
Yes. And as soon as you then become the leader of the organization, you then wear white, because if you can then make them bleed, you deserve to see it.
Whoa. That is quite a station to hold. Is that something that you aim for?
Ha! No, I am but a male.
A male?
Yeah, females usually make a lot better fighters. They don't get angry, and they're smarter.
Ah, okay. This is very interesting. We're gonna have this conversation a little bit later. Any other stories that perhaps I have mentioned or forgotten to ask for? I'm still getting used to everyone's party names.
Party names. It's good.
Beatrix is grey, and then
I'm here. My bad. I was just breaking it in totally quickly. Yeah, no, like Sassoon said, I'm grey apparently.
What races are you guys? So we've got an alpha, half elf.
No, I'm not racist.
I'm not racist. I have plenty of half elves as friends.
and then Adar has horns.
And I have horns.
Yeah.
Yes.
Dope. Is that like a racial trait or?
Yeah. I'm a tiefling.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
Dope. So you're like a rogue character.
I'm more of a artificer.
Oh, okay, awesome. I've never played with an artificer before, so I don't know much of what you can do.
Yeah, a little bit of a mixed bag.
You made the robot that died in the swamp.
Roger. Yes.
Too soon.
I made it.
Too
I
soon.
made-
It's okay, Adam. It's okay.
No. I'm just kidding. He's fully expandable. That's why we get him. So he can die and we can live.
Oh, okay. That's
Once
also
I
pretty
have a workshop, we can I can make another one.
I don't
And
think
then-
you need a workshop. I'm pretty sure you can just put it together.
Yeah, that's true. But I didn't pick up the pieces. But I can make my own pieces.
Didn't
I'll
you
just
run
need a-
back and pick up the pieces? Didn't you run through the fire and pick up the pieces?
I
Or did
think
you
you
grab
picked
the
up
rat?
a piece.
A piece. Okay.
No, wait, that was for the rat. You're right.
I think it was
Okay.
for a rat, but I wouldn't have run back for a rat. Did I?
No,
someone-
Beatrix ran
Oh,
back
okay.
for the
Ran
rat.
back for the rat.
Yeah.
He ran back for the rat, yeah.
Shame.
Give me for having a heart.
If I can get a long rest, I can do it. To make a new one.
Are we gonna take a long rest now, or are we going to mission forth for a bit and then?
I think we did a short
Yeah, I
rest
think I think we stop halfway, or as far as we possibly can, and then we can either attack the Crackmore Castle at night or during the day.
Okay, cool. Ladies cool with that as well?
Yes. Sounds good.
Dope. Alright,
Okay.
let's mission.
Godspeed, let's go.
Alright, you guys know where to find me. I'll be around here keeping an eye on this creature. Just
Can I have some of that tea for the way?
yes,
Like,
of course. And he goes to
6 liters
his
of it. So...
no, well, he goes to his little table and he grabs a pinch of a couple of things and he goes to that same flower plant that and again he gives a small whisper into it, and then you see this flower grow like a stalk coming out, and then a polyp, and then the flower just opens up, and he picks it and he kind of puts it in in his mortar and pestle, grinds it together, puts it in like a little, he grabs a little leather pouch, puts the stuff in there. This should be good for you should be able to make at least 3 pots for the group.
Nice.
Brilliant.
Thank you.
Then you can add Sassoon, you can add Radoth tea. Just call it Radoth tea
To Adolf's bag.
yeah, and that yeah.
Well, I have it now.
Okay, then you can carry it.
Yeah, and then you can just add a D10 to HP.
Carry your own tea.
Just a word. It only works. The healing or easing of pain properties only work when heated. As soon as it's cool,
was a catch.
Decency is a ploy.
It still tastes just as good cold, but fresh and hot. That's how it is served best.
Then also I drank like a liter of this stuff, but I felt like only the first glass did something. Well, does it take a while or?
Once well, you can drink as much as you'd like, but it can only do so much. Once a day, your levels of ease and healing only repair once a day. So by tomorrow, if you were to have more of the stuff, and you were feeling a bit under the weather, it would lift you up.
Okie dokie.
But yeah, you all feel like you've had a bit of a short rest, ready to take on the wilds before you.
Thanks, Radolf. It's been it's been nice meeting you.
Yeah, it's been nice having company around, and strange folk though you may be, you all seem to be kind-hearted, or some of you at least, and difficult to find people willing to put themselves in danger for others. So, even if it is for gold, right? God be with you, clerics, and may the rest of you make it out alive.
Thanks.
May the odds ever be in your favor.
Hey.
Couldn't have said it better.
Exhausted as I am, I'm not gonna try and open the door silently. So I don't know if Beatrix wants to.
I'll give it a shot.
Oh yeah, should we actually have to sneak out past zombies now?
Well, we can also attack them, but I guess we're also in a hurry to get back to Phandalin.
Yeah. I can try and open the door quietly.
Are we going to Phandalin, or are we just going straight to Craigmore Castle?
I thought it was Kraken Castle, yeah.
Yeah, first straight to Cragmore, but the end goal is getting back to Phandalin.
Getting back to... Okay, yeah. No, that's 100% agree.
Oh, what do I need to roll for sleight of hand to open the door quietly?
Yeah, roll a sleight of hand. And then the rest of you can roll stealth so long. Oh right, Radolf kind of says those.
Hey, natural 20.
Nice, well done.
Nice.
Yeah. You ease it before you open it. Radolf kind of says, yeah. So those creatures can't hear any noise from within this house, but once you get out there, they are distracted by noise, and obviously the smell of blood attracts them. So. Just be on your guard.
Just before we go, I don't know if I asked this, but does any of the people who know magic spells know like faking images or like the wizard did?
Yeah, that's what prestidigitation or something like that.
Yeah, prestidigitation.
That's the one.
I can do magical tinkering. So it's not on the same scale, but I can imbue a tiny non-magical item with a magical property.
Oh, could you make a smoke bomb?
I can make an odor bomb, or a non-verbal sound,
That could be useful.
or a static visual effect.
Yes, that sounds like more or less what would work if we ever get surrounded by things that are stupid.
Yeah, well, fair enough.
And the two clerics. The elf and a half elf.
They're listening.
Girls.
Yeah, I'm looking.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you have anything, Emma, that you can cast to distract a herd of zombies.
I have a spell that I can make multiple people of myself.
Can they move?
Yes, I can move them.
Do you create multiple people, or do you create an after image around yourself?
Well, that's a good question. I'll tell you now. It says I can create an illusion of myself that can last for 1 minute or until I lose concentration. The illusion appears within 30 feet of you. As a bonus, you can move your illusion up to 30 feet. So I have that.
Okay.
I also have a trickery, but then I need to speak to someone and tell them shit.
Okay. No, it's just good to know. We
Yeah, that
march
could
forth, I
definitely
guess.
work.
Yeah, let's go.
Alright,
Is there
so
anything, Lecture Druid, is there anything we can do for you since you assisted us?
no, I'm just happy for your company, but if you are out there, I'm a little bit trapped here at the moment. I don't feel comfortable leaving this creature unwatched. I know it's going to move at one point or at some point, so I'm going to try and keep track of it. If there's some way of you contacting me or tracking me down, if you find some sort of information, please do so. I'd appreciate the help. I'm going to see if I can't study it a bit more before making perhaps a more informed decision on how to handle the situation.
Okay.
We'll get Volpal blades and come back.
Yeah, it might be. There's often truth in those poems. Also, I am a bit of a. I enjoy reading a book or two and a couple of tales. I read an interesting entry, and the reason I kind of recognized this as a Jabberwock was it was a short comment on the poem that I had recited to you. That the initial first stanza of the poem that is repeated at the end again. That repeating. This person who had written this entry on the poem had said that the reason it repeats is because once the Jabberwock, if the Jabberwock is slain, it is likely to return somehow. Like it is some magical creature that perhaps can't fully be destroyed. I don't know. It just seems that any information will be useful. So if you happen to stop off by some ancient library or someone who knows perhaps more than I do, that would be great help. But other than that, yeah, safe travels and avoid the tar pits. Yeah, and
On that note, Mr. Druid, when we need to return, could your guiding quickling lead us back here so that we don't get lost?
he won't stay with you long. He will lead you to where you need to be and return to the area.
Okay. Is there a way that we can track our way through this forest in order to find our way back easier?
I would recommend going the longer way around. I know you came the short way on the old Fandolin path to Thunder Tree, but that's overgrown and it's difficult to follow. So I'd recommend, unless you know the way, so I'd recommend going via Neverwinter. It's the easiest path. All you have to do is follow the river till you reach the edge of the forest and then head south for a few miles and you'll reach Thunder Tree.
Okay.
But I might not be here. That's the thing. I'm going to be following this creature. So, and if I do decide what to do, I might go and look for help. If need be, I'll try and track you down. If I can't find help elsewhere, but yeah, this. If you need to find me, try and I don't know if you have means of tracking me, but and he kind of goes to like you see a small chest at his the foot of his bed where he kind of just opens up, takes out like a quite an ugly looking beanie type hat. Yeah, I know some folk can track using either scent or having something of a person, something personal that they've had for a while. Please take this. I don't wear it much. It was during my heyday. I used to wear this quite often. It was rather fashionable, and I, amongst us druids at least, he gives you this ugly-looking, it's like a helmet-looking type beanie woven from some sort of fiber. It doesn't look like it's from animal or anything. It's a very, very strange thing.
Okay.
I see. Puts it on his head.
It
Can I
suits
roll to see how stylish it looks?
you. Yeah, roll for style.
Roll for style. What would that be? A D20?
No, well, yeah, roll if you want to do it. Then yeah, roll a performance.
I'd love to. Yeah, let's get
Yeah.
some rolls in. Where's my roll 20? Performance. +2 on that. No, that's a 9.
Don't worry, you'll grow into it.
Oh, wait, yes, it takes some time to settle.
Yeah. He kind of gives a little smirk under his thick white beard. His little eyebrows, his thick eyebrows, raising up, and his crinkly, like his face crinkling up on the corners as he smiles.
Well, merci. This is a great gift, but I think we should be on our way. We have zombies to sneak past.
Let's go.
Right.
Emma will thank him for his hospitality and promise that she will find him and try to help him when the mission is done.
Thank you, Emma. You're a fine elf, and don't let these ruffians give you too much trouble. And you're welcome in my home anytime, even if I'm not around.
Thank you, and she makes a little bow to him. Just there.
Yeah, and he just bows down.
Okay.
Yeah. Right, and the quickling. His name is a little tricky, perhaps. I do sometimes call him Sprinkles.
That's not tricky at all.
Yeah. So he does answer by that, but he'll not listen to anything you say. I warn you, don't try and interact with him. Or you can if you'd like. I know he's not necessarily dangerous, although some of the stunts he pulls have caused harm in the past, inadvertently. So just
Okay.
careful.
Is he in any way related to the Drow elf?
The drow, no. Those horrid drow elves, yeah. Just keep an eye out for those. They can be quite nasty. But no, they're not related.
Okay, fantastic.
Okay.
I know
Right.
a drow elf, and although she's kicked my ass more times than I can count, I don't think she's that bad.
You must be speaking of the head of your order. Yes, I have heard of her, and perhaps she's not as evil as the rest, but I don't know. Drow are, from what I hear, inherently evil and cause quite a lot of destruction and chaos. They are one for chaos. They worship chaos. The
Chaos
drow,
is very fun, I guess.
yeah. Right.
Shall we mission?
Yes,
Let's do
go.
this.
Let's do
Alright.
this.
So Bedrick, as you move to open the door, you quietly and softly as anyone has ever lifted a what do you call it? An iron
Latch?
bar latch or whatever, yeah, off this iron rod kind of covering the inside of the door, very quietly, and you crack open the door just slightly. I'd like you to roll a perception check for me as you poke your head out, and the rest of you, stealth checks.
I rolled a 5.
All right.
I still have advantage. Yeah.
A normal roll.
Normal roll, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, I rolled a 9 on perception and Emma rolled a 10 on stealth.
All right. So you poke your head out and you see just a couple of you see 3 zombies chilling out. No, not chilling, but kind of meandering outside. Beatrick, what is marching order? We're going to do marching order is going to also be the initiative order.
Well, I'm gonna basically hold the door open for everybody to go past me while I check what's happening. So I'll pretty much want to end up in the back, last guy.
All right. So who's taking lead?
I don't mind taking lead.
Okay, Jacques, you're taking
Yeah, okay.
lead.
I'll go just after him.
So soon.
Cool.
Yeah, but can I bless them before we go out?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
So you just hold your bless until everyone starts moving. You all get into position first, because bless only lasts for 10 rounds.
Yeah.
Jacques, Sassoon, then who's following Sassoon?
I'll follow.
All right, Adar. Who's behind Adar?
I'll be in the middle somewhere.
All right, then we'll say Emma,
And then me.
Daenerys,
I'll be lost. Right at the back.
Beatrick, taking the rear.
Okay, is our goal to fight or is our goal to get out of here? Let's establish this before we.
Both.
Both. Okay.
I'm
One
pretty sure
more than the other, or
I'm pretty sure they're gonna keep on coming and never stop.
yeah.
So yeah.
So like an attacking retreat.
I like to call it fighting forward.
Fighting for.
Wow.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Brilliant.
Attacking in a very specific direction.
Fair enough.
All right, so
Yes,
Jacques,
agreed.
Should
you,
I?
after opening the door and Beatrick poking his head out, he quietly whispers to you, three on the path. So it is your go. You have all rolled your stealth checks.
Wait. Before we go,
The blessing.
where's the
Oh, yeah.
herbalist shop?
Are you asking Radoth?
Oh,
Yeah, Radoth. Where's the herbalist shop?
That would be if you continue up the path, toward the path that would lead to the tower. You head straight down that way, and it's a small building just to your right. You'll see as you head down that path, the tower is going to be on your left. You'll have another store room, and it's covered in webs on the right. And then further along, you will see a small house with nearby a large tree. That was the old apothecary, the herbalist shop.
Okay, I'll run that way as you guys maybe continue on the path. Try not to get surrounded, I guess.
We can come with you.
Yeah,
if you
sure.
want. Yeah. What do you guys think? Shall we all go to the apothecary
yeah.
place and then
Because
mission
we're
from
just
there?
looking for something, picking up and
Yeah.
the heirloom and getting out.
Cool. Yeah. So we'll all head in that direction.
Yes.
Okay. Dope. All right. So Jacques will whisper back. So I swear on the path, just to everyone, so that they know as well.
Okay, but I can bless three
Yeah.
creatures.
Yes. Blessing.
When,
Yeah.
yeah.
So who are you blessing?
Who's in front now? Sorry.
Jacques.
Okay, people appear and then
Sassoon.
Sassoon and Ador.
Evil.
Okay, then I'll cast Bless on them.
Alright, so hit cast on your sheet
Okay.
to make sure that you knock off a spell.
Wait.
Okay, there's a strike here.
No, I think you used your last slot.
I think so.
Yeah.
Maybe
So
if I do it second level.
Well, you've done it on first already, so it's fine. She did cast, but everything else went grey on first level.
Alright,
So I'm
yeah.
assuming she finished the last slot.
Then I would suggest do not use it on Blaze. Maybe use it for that lacquer healing. Your
Okay,
last.
okay.
Yeah. She still has second level slots. I'm not sure how many though, but she still has some there.
But okay.
Alright,
No, I
so
like Blaze. It's just I think your healing is quite good.
if you could all just update your characters on Roll20.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Just give them
When
their...
Do you have the normal Sassoon?
Oh yeah, I do. I'll grab
When does the normal spell slots restore? After a long rest or short rest?
long rest.
Is it?
Yeah.
I did not want to consider a long rest for it. She only needs like 4 hours.
DM, could
Yeah.
I take advantage of action economy and say that this one here that I see, can I cast my cantrip where I kind of like zone in on him and get a, what's the cantrip called? True Strike. Could I cast True Strike before we go out the house?
Yeah. So you're standing at the doorway and you're gonna you concentrate on the enemy about. You feel at the moment stealth like it hasn't seen you or noticed anything. And yeah, you can do True Strike.
Dope.
Okay, so you cast True Strike and you get some insights into the target's defense.
I get advantage on
Yeah.
my first attack roll. Yeah.
Alright. So now we say we go into, as soon as you move out, that's when we go into your, so you can all prep yourself before you leave. And then as soon as you exit, that's when the actions will start. So, Emma, are you casting Bless?
Well, she casted the last one for the first level, so she did cast it
So
already.
she did cast it. So Jacques, you have Bless. Sassoon, you have Bless. And Adar, you
Adar,
have Bless.
yeah.
What does Bless do again?
D4
Plus.
to attack and
Okay.
saving.
Yeah.
Once or for the next 10
10
rounds?
rounds.
For the next 10 rounds, yeah.
Awesome.
You roll only once, right?
No, every round you get to roll.
Oh,
Yeah.
every round you get to roll.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not, you don't roll a 4 and then keep a 4.
No, so like you attack now, you roll the d4, then in the next round you'll do the same thing, roll again, and then you.
Yeah.
Alright.
Does anyone else want to do anything before we head out?
Can I prepare a firebolt so that as we run out? Just go guns blazing.
Yeah, you can. There will be, so it would technically be a surprise round. These creatures haven't seen you yet, so if you like, you can jump straight into it with a surprise attack, starting with Jacques. Then Sassoon, then
yeah,
Emma.
Yeah, I'll just follow whatever Jock does.
Okay. Everybody else good? Ladies, the clerics all good?
Let's go kick some ass.
Let's do it. Boom. Jacques rushes out the door, gets up in this thing's face.
Alright.
We'll go for his True Strike advantage attack.
Alright, roll to hit as you come
Yay.
racing out.
Let me... Haha, at advantage. It's so dope that you've taught me how to roll like this. Okay, so the first was 17 plus 5, and then the second one was 14 plus 5.
Yeah,
so
that definitely hits. You
22.
can roll some
Okay,
damage.
dope. damage. That is a 9.
Nice. So as you go in for the strike with your rapier, you pierce into its basically where its heart is, and this zombie stumbles back. Oh, and this puff of ashen smoke escapes its body. I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw for me, please.
Oh no, I forgot they do this.
Oh,
That is a flat 10. Oh, but do I get a D4 because of the
Yeah,
bless?
it's a
Is it
saving. Yeah.
saving throw?
Yeah.
Awesome. So that's a D4.
Yeah.
Okay. So that is 10 plus 4, 14.
Yeah, that will do. You just remember in time that these things give off an awful ashen cloud as you cover your eyes and mouth from the ashen smoke. As it steps back, coming, still standing, looking damaged, but still on its feet.
Cool.
All right, that ends your go.
Yeah.
Well, it's a surprise round, so you only get one attack really. All right.
Yeah, I only have one attack.
Yeah. Sassoon, you're up.
I move around to try and get this one off guard. And as I yell, I scream, use range for your first hit. I'm gonna attack this one.
All right, roll to hit. Just straight attack, yeah.
Yep. Just the punch to the stomach, and I'm not. Ooh, 12.
That does hit. Roll some damage.
4.
Nice. As you punch it, its back is facing you at the moment, so you kind of punch it in the lower back. It got. You hear some crunching as the bones in its lower back crack, and still standing, but looked like it did some
Yes,
damage.
I use my bonus action to give it a kick to the head.
There's no bonus action. It's just this is a surprise.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, okay, sorry.
No, it's okay. All right, then we have Ado. You're up.
yeah, I fire that firebolt.
All right, so you poke your head out the door, shoot off a firebolt. You kind of just need to move slightly into position so that you don't hit Jacques. So I'll say you can move like around here or up here.
So let's do there.
All right, roll to hit.
Kamehameha. 13.
Yeah, that hits. Roll some damage.
8.
Nice, and that will do it. You can describe how you take the zombie out with your firebolt.
This zombie, almost moving in this puff of dust and zombie dust that puffed into Jacques' face when he stabbed it. When the fireball entered it, it's as if this dust itself explodes and makes like this small, just a little firebolt, and then poof, and the rest of the zombie just disintegrates into a further dust cloud.
Nice.
Doc is very impressed.
And it goes down.
Nice.
All right, that will end your attack. Then we have Emma. You're up, followed by Daenerys.
If I speak more than 6 words, it's an action, right?
Yeah, you can speak like plus minus 6. If it's a little more, I'm not gonna. It's not gonna be like the end of the
I'm
world.
going to leave it up to you, DM. But I'll look at the druid and ask, my lord, can you please assist us with that, what we call it?
Distraction or
With a distraction once more. Get us
alright.
safely out of here.
He kind of, in that same breath, will just say, he says, unfortunately, that was my only spell of that kind for the day. You'll have to wait for tomorrow before I can do that again. I'm sorry.
Very well.
It,
Of course it does. Alright, then I'll pull my. Oh no, I can't pull my longbow. It's an action. Okay, for movement, then I will go out the door and I can move 30 feet, right?
Yeah, and as you move, you kind of hear him shout out behind, like say behind you, "Don't know why you guys didn't just sneak past them," as he mumbles to himself. All right.
what we do.
It's not to. And I'll go up to Pepe Le Pew there.
Yeah.
Rock.
Yeah.
That's it. I've
Alright.
used my action and my movement.
No, you have an action still.
Oh, okay.
Oh, my bonus action.
No, just a normal action. I wouldn't say that talking was an action. No.
Oh, all right.
Oh, okay, then I'll get my longbow at the ready.
Alright.
Yeah.
So holding an action, basically.
Yeah.
Okay, what are you holding it for? What needs to happen for you to shoot?
For one of these ash zombies to attack us. Or when they take a aim at any of us, I'll.
Okay, well, you do see that their attention is starting to turn on you. This is a quick round. It's a surprise round. You do see that after Adon Sassoon took them out, and you also rush out right behind them, that these zombies have seem to have noticed, or begin to notice you at least.
Yeah.
I'll hold it for a bit.
All right. Daenerys, you're up, followed by Beatrick.
I'd like to move up until here.
Perfect.
There.
Mhm.
And then I want to kick this one's butt.
All right,
With
roll.
my, where's that thing again? Guiding bolt.
Right. What level are you casting at?
1. I think.
Okay. Do you still have spell slots left?
Where do I check that?
If you go to, okay, I'm going to show you. If you go to the video, I'll show you. I don't know if it's the right way around. I think it's reversed. I need to fix that. Anyway, so you go under spells. So under actions, you see there's actions, and then right next to action you have spells. So you go to spells, and then you'll see you have your first level. So these are your cantrips. Cantrips you can cast. Hang on, let me just move it so you can see. So under spells and by cantrips, why can't I see cantrip? Oh, here we go. Spells. So cantrips you can cast as many times as you like. It doesn't require spell slots. So you could perhaps like Sacred Flame, or Word of Radiance. These do damage. Then you have, I think this is damage. Just read the spell. Yeah, it's evocation. So yeah. Then you have your first level spells. So when you do a first level, you hit cast, and then these slots will fill up. So if that was missing, and you do Guiding Bolt, you hit cast, and then it will fill the slot. So now you can't. You've cast all your spells already. However, you do still have this Disguise Self, which is part of your traits, and Silent Image, which is your Divine Intervention. I think it's called that. So you can use this once per short rest. Then these are your second level spells, so they're higher, meaning you can cast first level spells at second level, and some first level spells cast at second level do more damage. For example, Guiding Bolt. If you do Guiding Bolt at first level, instead of it doing 4d6 as it does in first level, it now does 5d6. So you do an extra d6 of damage for Guiding Bolt at second level. Same with healing, you get more healing at second level. Then you have, so when you click cast here on one of these, then these slots will go down until you have none left. So then you can't cast anymore. So now you can't cast any first level spells anymore because all your slots are used. So you've got two second level slots left to cast.
I'll use my Sacred Flame.
You're going to use a second level, okay. So what from your second level are you casting?
Guiding bolt.
All right,
Second level.
guarding bolt, second level. That's perfect. So that's what you say when you cast. You tell me, okay, I'm gonna cast guarding bolt, second level, and then you click on cast, and then once you've clicked on cast, you can roll to hit for guarding bolt. Next to guarding bolt, it should say hit with a +5 or whatever it is.
10.
That definitely hits. Now you can roll the damage for guiding bolt.
21.
Sure, and that will definitely do it. You can describe how you take this zombie out. As the guiding bolt strikes it, of course, this ashen cloud explodes out of it.
Yes, I make this bowl of lightning in my hands and threw it at him. And the next moment, there's just dust and this weird smell.
Nice. All right.
Thanos stepped out of reality.
All right, that'll take him out.
I don't feel so good, Mr. Star.
No.
Oh, sorry. In a zombie voice.
Yeah, this thing literally just started turning towards the noise, like, and then poof, just fucking popped. All right. Now we have Beardrick, you're up.
Open that door as quiet as death, hoping for a stealth mission to happen. And then seeing what's actually going on and hearing Red's comment, I stand up in the doorway and I turn around to him laughing and I say, yeah, that's what we do best.
He
And then I
just
say,
chuckles and
we'll
shakes
see you
his
soon,
head.
my friend. And then I just close the door behind me. And what I will do is I will just quietly move up towards the group. I'm not going to attack anything now. I don't have many arrows, so I don't want to hold an action on that. But I will draw my rapier out and just keep it ready in case.
Remember, I gave you 20 arrows in the last
Oh yeah,
session.
that's true. Yeah, sorry, you're right.
Add
That's
20
on
arrows, yeah.
I did add it to the intro as well, now I remember.
Okay.
Oh, well, in that case, yes, I'll draw my short bow out. All an arrow in action.
All
So,
right.
yeah. If anybody comes into danger, then I'll fire off in the direction to help them out.
Okay. All right. Now I'd like everyone to roll initiative for me, please. Since you've attracted the attention of some of the creatures, so I need you all to roll.
21.
Okay, I'll ask for now. Hang on.
21. Net 1.
There it is.
What's going on? Initiative.
Yeah, 12.
Okay, hang on, guys. I'll ask for it
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
I'm not. I'm just concentrating on my side stuff here, and then I'll ask for it. Okay.
Yes, but our goal is to obviously like keep moving. We're not gonna like get bogged down if we can help it.
Alright. So who got above 20?
Yeah.
Me.
22.
22 and Daenerys?
21.
Nice. Who got between 15 and 20?
Jacques got 19.
Nice.
French ninja.
Alright, who got between 10 and 15?
I got 12.
12 for Bedrick. Alright, and 5 and 10?
Emma got 5.
Emma. And Ada?
Numero uno.
Oh, wow.
Shit. Ada, you were so impressed by your
Number 1.
by your firebolt actually killing something that you're kind of just staring at this zombie busy burning. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
All right. So, hang on. Okay. Alright, top of the round. So soon you're up.
First things first is I take my sling and I try and hit this zombie.
Alright, roll to hit. Don't add your proficiency bonuses. It's just a...
16 without the proficiency.
Yeah, that hits. Roll damage.
3 without the +3 for
Yeah.
my.
Alright. Yeah, that will... Okay, so you're getting pretty good with this sling, and you shoot off this rock that you just picked up off the ground, and it smacks into the zombie's head. You see it get lodged in there, the cranium kind of denting in, and the stone getting stuck there as this ashen cloud erupts off of it. It kind of gives a little grunt, not of surprise or anything, just a grunt of as it's busy grunting itself as it continues to make its way.
Then after making it pop, I'm just going to move around it as far as I can, about to there.
Alright, make your movement. Now, reveal some area. Alright, you can't quite see past there yet. Alright, so, Adar, as you get there, alright, so just to your right, Adar, yeah?
No.
Well, just to your right or to the south, there's an intersection there near the middle of the village. A narrow lane winds up the steep hillside to the north. Directly to the south is a ruined building that might have been a stone or workshop, like a store or workshop. Webs stretch across the lane from the building to the trees on the north side of the road. So you reach this point, Sassoon, where these thick webs are basically stretched out all across the path in front of you. You can't see through them, it's so thick. Alright, does that end your turn?
Yes.
Okay. Then we go to Daenerys. Then Jacques, you follow Daenerys, yeah.
I hit this one. We'll be able to make it.
Say that again, if you hit this one.
Yes.
Yeah, what do you want to hit it with?
My spiritual weapon.
Alright, so you use your bonus action to cast spiritual weapon. So now remember you hit cast at 2nd level. And I think that's your last spell. So
Yes, it is.
Alright, last 2nd level spell.
8.
And 8 to hit.
Yup.
That's okay.
Yeah, that just hits. You can roll to roll damage.
7.
Yeah, it comes down with a strike, but it wasn't as powerful as your previous strikes with your spiritual weapon. It still deals some damage, but the zombie is still standing.
Damn it.
This electric blade now hovering above it. Alright. You still have an action left.
I don't know how the word of radiance works.
Alright, so what does the spell say?
The burning radiance erupts from me. So that sounds interesting.
Yeah. Okay, so there's a range. So the range is 5 feet.
Yeah.
So you need to move up to whatever creature you choose.
Oh, this little monkey again.
Alright, so you move up within 5 feet of it. And then you cast Word of Radiance. Now the creature needs to make a Constitution saving throw. So it's going to roll Constitution. So that is, it rolled an 8 plus its Constitution. And this is against your spell DC. So you'll see under spells, it says save DC. So that save DC is the amount the zombie needs to save from this attack. So it rolled an 8 plus its Constitution, which is plus 3, so it's an 11. So does it reach your save DC? So it rolled an 11.
Mine is 13.
Alright, perfect. So that means it doesn't save. So it does take 1d6 radiant damage. So you can roll a d6 for damage. One. Alright. So you cast off this. You haven't really used this spell much, and you stumble over some of the words as you grip your holy symbol, this metal lightning bolt, and utter the spell. But it doesn't do too much damage. It sparks off, hitting the creature. You see its hairs on its arm. Well, no, there aren't any hairs. They're long gone. But yeah, it looks damaged.
Not dead again.
Not dead. No. Still looking pretty fresh.
Fresh. Yeah, that's fine for me.
All right, that ends your go. Beatrick, you're up. Oh no, sorry, no, sorry, Beatrick, it's not you. I got confused there. Sorry, it's Jacques. And then it's yeah, sorry. Sorry about that. I was looking at the wrong initiative.
So I don't know how you guys like click to link out the lines with your ruler, but I'm gonna go 20 feet. Right click. My Mac.
So you
doesn't.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe. No, come on. Okay, I'll fiddle with it later. But I'm gonna go 20 feet up, staying out of range of attack, and then I'm going to. Can I use my action to dash? Is that something I can do? Yeah.
Of course.
How much extra feet does that add?
Extra 30. So if you use your action, you get your extra. Yeah, you get your full 30. Yeah.
Okay,
so you've got another 40. You've got another 40 feet left.
Brilliant. I'm going to join our friend here.
All right.
Amongst the webs. Is there? Would it take like an action or a bonus action to light a torch to deal with these webs?
It would take an action.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Then that's my turn. Yeah.
All right, now these creatures here, seeing the disturbances here to the north, start to turn and make their way. Come on. Good thing. We'll make it there. We'll make it there. Alright, that ends there. Go. Alright. Beatrick, you're up, followed by Emma.
Alright. Which ones are still alive? Is it the one there on behind Daenerys?
Yeah, this one, yeah.
No, no, right. Okay, so from where I am, sorry, I'm getting lost in my speech here. I'm not drunk, I promise.
Why not?
Alright, I might as well be. Right, from where I am, I'm gonna shoot an arrow to that one.
Alright.
See if I can bring him down once and for all.
Yeah, roll 2 hits.
Alright, just give me a second, I'm entering my app. Right, roll to hit. That'll be a 11.
That hits, roll some damage.
Excellent. And damage will be 9. 9.
Yeah, you shoot off an arrow, it goes through the creature's eye and sticks out the back. The force of it kind of cracking its head back and forcing it to kind of loll on its back like this. Not having the muscle left to kind of lift it up. It's still alive, but just barely.
Awesome. I can't teleport yet, can I? I'm not. But
That's a bonus action, so you can. But remember, you can only use it once per day.
Yeah, but I wasn't. Okay, no, it's fine. I wasn't curious. But I wasn't sure if I was attuned to it yet.
I'd say it takes a short rest to attune to, so I'd say that during that short rest you would have attuned to it, yeah.
Okay, well, I'm not going to do it just yet. I mean, it's not critical yet to use such an action. So, from where I am, I'm just going to hide. I'm going to move into the shrubs across.
Alright, bonus action hide. Roll stealth for me, please.
Alright.
Where are you, by the way? I don't know where you are.
I think I'm still in the hall.
Yeah, I think I'm assuming you're going to move there.
Yeah,
Right there.
Mine green.
Hey! Calm down. Lily! All of you, calm down, sorry. Jeez Louise. Lily! Hang on.
Gave me a heart attack, jeez.
Calm down, all of
For
you.
the
I think
And-
they're getting very excited.
Yes, I'm sorry. I'll calm down now.
You right?
Ja, baas, moenie my slaan nie.
Jeez Louise, these dogs.
You better stop behaving, guys.
Yeah, just give me 2 seconds. Let me just go and greet and
Oh, I
I'll be back now. Hang on.
This is a good time to get coffee.
Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah, that time automatically.
let's just take 5 minutes.
This character that is now like a snow leopard in red, how do you transform?
I focus, I guess.
Okay, and then you grow wings.
Do you mean like in the game, or do you mean like just how do I switch characters?
I mean like well, I'm assuming that I mean like in the game, like what happens to your character when the wings sprout? Is it like a painless transition, or is it like a...
That is a good thing to ask my character when you get the chance.
Okay, brilliant. When we aren't stuck in giant cobwebs.
No, because I thought you meant like just physically we have two models and I just swap the models in and out when I want to be doing
Okay.
it.
How do you do that? Do you just right click on it and swap it, or do you have like a layer system?
I literally just have a second.
Oh, so you just remove this one and put on a different one. Oh, okay, I see. Very cool. It's like a Digimon transformation.
I for some reason never got into Digimon.
Me neither, actually. I was a Pokemon kid, but Digimon was always this weird outlier.
I realized I could name more Pokemon than I can real life creatures.
Yeah. Yeah, until a certain generation, and then things just started getting silly.
Yeah, I think after third generation was where I sort of just cut out.
Yeah.
And then for some reason I think I played the fifth one again. But then after that, it's pretty much gibberish.
Yeah, I played Sun and Moon, because it's all I had on hand. Which wasn't too bad, but it's just not like the good old days.
Sun and Moon. Oh no,
they-
no, I didn't play that one.
Are there more Pokemon than Charizard?
One or two.
One or two, yeah.
Yeah,
Nothing you
fact,
should care.
If I remember the cartoons rap at the end of every episode, I think there were 151.
Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, Venusaur. There's a Charmander, Charmeleon, Charizard, Bulbasaur.
Venusaur.
And then Ivysaur.
No. Wait. Squirtle, Wartortle, Blastoise, Rattata, Raticate. Then it was the Pidgeys, I think. Oh, now I can't remember.
Pidgeotto, Pidgeot.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember the order.
What nerds?
But yeah, then it's probably Wurmple, Cascoon. Yep.
Nothing rocks harder than the intro song to Pokemon, though.
100%. And no animation made me cry hard in the movie.
So, Neville,
Yo.
No.
just out of curiosity, how is the game Curse of Strahd?
It is really good.
The plot is bad at. When we saw the game blind at Jukes Hobbits, we were like,
Everybody looked at us when they were.
yeah, we were like holding the scene like it was a baby biz.
I saw someone mention the cost, but I didn't take a closer look. What was the price on it?
There it's 1959, so it's almost 2,000 rand there. But online, I believe Jeffrey saw it was like 1.5 basically.
So it's about 800 rand if you buy it from Amazon UK, but shipping is about like 600, 700.
Okay, so it adds up to about that.
Okay, because I know you can buy a digital copy through D&D Beyond as a DM, and then you can run it.
It's not the same as the box, dude.
Yeah, no, you definitely want the box and the book.
The coffin shaped box was like amazing.
What character do you play there? What?
I play a 10-foot Goliath that speaks in a thick Russian accent.
Nice.
That sounds cool. I tried the Russian accent the other day. It didn't go well.
He
Is
doesn't.
it like a half orc or a Goliath or just
No, he's a
Paladin
Goliath.
or
Yeah, he's a
just full
Goliath.
Goliath? Okay.
Goliath, I crossed him, so he's a level 2 druid, level 3 barbarian.
Wow, interesting.
That sounds pretty
Yeah,
cool.
so the goal is to turn into a bear one day.
Sure.
But yeah, it's a lot of fun. But yeah, the Curse of Strahd is fantastic. It's got vampires, werewolves, it's got
Nice.
gypsies.
How many
Yeah.
sessions have you guys played so far?
I think we're going into our 6th or 7th session this Sunday. And I think we're only just now getting about halfway. So plenty still to come, yeah. But a lot of twists and turns, I have to say.
Alright, that sounds cool.
Sure.
It's also one that I really want to play.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, the problem, yes, it's just finding time. Anyway.
One thing at a time, one campaign at a time.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I've been I haven't been banned. I've banned myself from doing more than one D&D thing at a time, because it does take up a bit of time, and
Yeah.
So, but
Yeah,
we might.
I'm lucky. Sorry, yeah.
I was gonna say we might take a break in a couple of months, or I don't know when, but maybe then if someone wants to run a campaign or a one shot, they're more than welcome to. I'll be keen to play. So.
Where?
Yeah.
I've been trying to write up a one shot for my other group, so I'd be keen to take a shot at that if you guys are keen, or if anyone else has something in the works.
Yeah, and also, that sounds like. And also, if you guys want to host a one shot on a regular night, just let me know, and I'll be more than happy for us to do a one shot as well. So I mean,
I have a pretty fun Christmas one shot.
Hey, that'd be cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think it's like the 12 Goblins of Christmas or something.
Nice.
Awesome.
Yeah, and then if I remember correctly, everybody gets like goblins like peons, and you basically have to just finish the game without all of your goblins dying.
Sure.
I think every character gets like 5 or something.
Okay.
sounds
That
like
sounds
fun.
very cool.
But I've also been wanting to do these games more in house. But I know a lot of us, like I know Nev, you're Centurion, and Abrames and Artis, so.
Yeah.
But I enjoy the online. I don't mind. But I mean, when we started off, we had it in house, and I must say it was a lot of fun.
I do miss the in-house, I have to be honest.
I watched the first video you guys made, and it was so funny. The jumping and chips packets and balls between.
That's the fun part of it, is showing the snacks and.
Awesome.
I'm so jealous. I only started playing like when lockdown hit, so I've actually never had an in-house session before.
It's a lot of fun because you actually get to see the people's expressions, and like you explain things a little bit better, and I don't know, it's But you
I
guys
think a
play.
little bit more spontaneous.
Hey.
Like a bit more spontaneous.
Yeah, a bit more spontaneous. I think it's also difficult when you're speaking online because like now, for example, Alex wanted to say something, but I'm talking, so you can't quite make out what he says. So you kind of like, and then I'm like, what, huh? And then so it's a bit of the communication thing is a little bit different because it's so much easier. You can have people speaking together without struggling to hear what people are saying, really, which is cool. Yeah. See, that's my point. So now we're like, yeah, what?
Sorry. Just I took Alex to Duke's Hobbies because I wanted to buy him a D&D board game for his birthday.
Yeah.
On the 8th of April.
Well,
just bring it out there.
Okay, alright. I must remember that. Alright.
And I actually had, what is that one that
I can't remember. There was one,
something with dragons and
also, there's a number of board games that we saw, but the one I can't remember the one that have the jigs. Honestly, it's the only one they have. You see, we were so blown back by the other one, and what's the board game?
Didn't pay attention.
We'll find it.
Curse of Netherlands. No,
that was the other one in line. Yeah, we'll find the name and I'll post it on the Discord.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, the guy there tells us like it's really like a very immersive game. So it's really fun and like very captivating. Basically, it'll keep you busy pretty much.
But I've got one on display now, so you can see all the elements that you get in the box.
It's actually quite interesting. I mean, it's filled with stuff.
Share a photo in the Discord.
Definitely, yeah. You'll find it at Jigs Hobbies here by Man Retail, but we'll put the link.
And you're not getting paid.
Yeah.
If only. Damn it.
Yeah, like it's an expensive hobby. I mean.
What?
It is. Yeah. It is. In this place here specifically, oh man, it's got so much inside there. Gosh, it's anything from models to RCs
to. I had the cash. I would. Yes, and also if we were doing it in house. If we were doing more in house, I probably would have perhaps moved along to terrain and buying miniatures and whatever. But
actually, there you could find everything to build like terrain and the castles and all that kind of stuff. That's how it is. It's bad news walking in there. You just leave your wallet in the car when you go inside there. Basically, it's just one of those places.
We've got so many Harry Potter 3D puzzles. We don't know where to start. We've got the
We've got the whole town of Diagon Alley. We've got the Hogwarts.
Oh yeah, you build those like wooden structures.
We actually have the full. It's a 3D puzzle. It's more like I want to say wood. Really, it's like a plastic almost feel.
Yeah, but I mean, it's those things that you're gonna mesh to like put together. Yeah, no.
But we have the full set.
And then you get the metal version.
Yeah, and then we got the metal version, so it's all sitting here. It's waiting for us to get there.
after your gardening, you can go sit in your garden.
So much now.
And after all the protests,
eventually
can just stop freaking protesting so I can get to other stuff.
Yeah, it's a bit frustrating.
Yeah, so.
I was going to ask you, Neville, do you guys play with video and over Discord, right?
We use voice over Discord, but we don't use any video. So we just so our DM Adrian sets up a map. We get little tokens, but they're like round circles, and then we just kind of run it all in the theater of the mind.
All right, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I was just wondering. I'm not sure. Like, I mean, the only D&D stuff I really watch every now and then is that Critical Role. So I'm not clued up on how other people really like play online and what their methods are so much. So.
Yeah, I think it's each to their own. Adrian's quite a showman, so it works quite well. But he also puts a lot of effort.
Is he a bit? Is he? I was going to ask if he's a. Is he a drama student?
No, but he was. He was a film student with me.
Okay.
But as good in front of the camera as he was behind it, kind of vibe.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, it's good if you can get someone that can Although Jeffrey, you were pretty good, I must say. I really enjoyed playing in your games. It was also a lot of fun.
Yeah, I just need more time. Then I'll. But yeah, one thing I struggle with is like the characters. I'm okay with the adventure and everybody else playing, but it's usually when I have to sort of.
No man, you were nailing it. You were yes, that with that mechanic. I was getting like you played him so well. I was like, fuck, this guy is pissing me off. I just want to like, but I thought like I knew my character. He's a little short tempered, but he like kept his cool, and then eventually like I was like. Yeah, well, no,
Yeah, no, I enjoyed the moment where there was just like this standoff where are we going to fight now?
Yeah, because I was still like waiting. I was like, I'm gonna like just hold off. If someone's gonna throw the first punch, it's not gonna be me. And then all of a sudden, shit just went down. So, and also you played Bull very well, and all the other NPCs. I mean, it was good. But anyway, I think let's cut it here tonight. I think I'll remember. No, I will remember, of course. So Beardrick. Oh, let's just finish Beardrick, your turn. So you rolled. Do you roll stealth?
Yes, I did. I just can't remember what I rolled.
19. I see here.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So yeah, you feel pretty confident that you've hid yourself. Yeah. All right.
That's about it. Yeah.
That's.
Oh, we've got that one. Sorry.
Hey.
Oh.
We've got the Legend of Drizzt.
Oh.
That's the link. Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
link
my
on
sister, yeah.
one of the board games we saw. So yeah, but not. That's the only one that Jix has right now.
I've read
Yeah.
all the Drizzt, Legends of Drizzt books. Just putting it out there. Sorry.
Okay, well done.
Yeah, he's one of. I've really enjoyed the. Though it gets some of them get a bit long, but it's
Mhm.
pretty cool. No, but I mean, he's an awesome character. So.
Okay.
But the writer who kind of dreamt him up, R.S. Salvatore, he's also quite a hectic dude. But anyway, it looks pretty cool. So Abram, you say your sister has got this game.
Yeah, we got it at Comic Con a
Nice.
few years back. Yeah, it's quite nice looking models in there.
Mm.
But
How
yeah,
how does it play? Like what do you do to play?
you pick a set of standard or like predetermined character sheets,
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
and you get the little model, and there's not a DM per se.
Mm.
Like Drizzt is obviously one of the characters, and then whatever parts you remember you pull afterwards. I think there's a dwarf and another fighter and so.
Probably
And then
Bruna and
yeah,
can't remember the
what I
other
like is there's tiles like dungeon tiles that you
Mm.
put face down on the table,
Mm-hmm.
and then I can't remember, was it, I think there was like cards that say, okay, now you flip over a tile, and then you flip it over and it kind of only fits like in the way in the direction you're moving. You flip it over and you put it down in a certain orientation, and then it forms this elaborate dungeon. And if you flip it over, there's
something
there's a-
underneath it, perhaps.
yes, there's a tile that says, okay, you put a monster there,
Mm.
and then you draw a card from the monster pile. It says, it's this spider.
that's
Then you
pretty
put the
cool.
spider there.
So it's
and
like
then you-
it's a dungeon crawl.
Yeah, it's a dungeon crawl. And when we played it, I wasn't too familiar yet with the whole mechanics of D&D and stuff.
Mm.
So I'm sure it will be better now.
Mm.
But it was quite fun. I mean, I can't say if the story is epic or not. We didn't play it too long, but at least it's a nice visual. It's like, oh, you're building this dungeon, and then
And fighting monsters as you go.
and fighting monsters as you go. But sometimes, like at the beginning of the dungeon, you pull the tough monsters because it's random. Or after a certain card, you have to put a certain one, but at some point, you just get fucking swamped because there's no monster management as per se. So it's
random.
perfectly possible that you can get like 3 or 4 tough monsters at the same time. Then you're like, ah, shit. And if you're
you have
not
to
too good
decide
at
what
it,
you're gonna do. Yeah, you have to kind of figure out what
and
you're
then you
gonna do.
die
still.
or yeah. So, but it's definitely we only played it 2-person, and that was quite difficult. So I think from anything 3 upwards will be
Slightly easier.
better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, that
But
sounds pretty cool.
it's nicely detailed monsters. I'll see. Yeah, maybe tomorrow if I'm there, see if I can get that box. Take some pictures. Pictures. 'Cause it's not. They're not painted. There's just detailed injection molded. My sister did paint some, 1 or 2. Good job. But I like miniatures, so I'll buy the box just for the miniatures.
There's I must send you the. I don't know if you've printed any miniatures yet, but I've got a site that has all the monsters. I think in 3. I'm sure you've seen. I'm sure you've got it. I don't know, but there's a site that's got all the monsters in the monster manual in 3D print format. I can't remember what you call it, but yeah.
STL.
STL, yeah.
Did you send it to me?
I can quickly have a look.
Because I haven't printed in a long while.
But the thing is, yeah.
Netforge.
Sorry.
Netforge. Where you can actually print your character.
That's
Is Netforge? What?
Hero Forge.
Hero Forge, yeah.
There's another one. There's another one as well that is. I think Hero Forge is not free or.
Yeah, you buy the.
Yeah,
it's still fun to make though.
Yeah, very.
There was a.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about. I'm trying to remember its name.
Yeah, I was on there the other day. Let me see my.
Hero Forge alternative. Yes, my Google knows me too much. Too good.
They're watching.
Very, but just Google.
Just click the history tab, private tab.
There's an Eldritch
a desktop hero is also.
Oh yeah, I think it is
desktop hero, yeah.
But yeah, it's a little harder to use. The thing I like the most about Hero Forge is that you know anybody can just play around and they end up with something.
It's user friendly.
Well.
A bit more anyway.
Yeah, I mean, what I've done, I know what Jeffrey had done, and what I'd done for Jeffrey's campaign is that I'd created my character in Hero Forge, and then I took a few screenshots of it, exported it to PNG, and then I used that as my token. Which can be quite fun.
This Eldritch Factory also looks kind of cool.
Yeah, Eldritch Foundry.
Foundry, yes, sorry. Yeah, but I think the thing I like the most of people like actually going to Hero Forge and then making their characters is I feel like they get a better idea of what they have in mind
and what they look like. Yeah,
it's easier for them to then explain to people their own character because they actually have something that they can either show or draw from.
Yeah. So this is my character in Jeffrey's campaign. Handsome bloke.
Dondon,
yeah.
Are you putting it on Discord?
Yeah, it's on Discord, yeah. Well, on the video.
Well, okay.
But yeah, Dondon actually has some very cool stuff that that we sort of just started writing in as as it went along, because Dondon went ahead and then for some reason he painted
patron?
Patron sort of is able to see through this symbols. So then all of a sudden Toto has like the most information in the campaign, like everything that happens behind the scenes. And then suddenly there was so much that I realized that is happening behind the scenes.
Sure.
Yeah, that's
No,
it. But you could only see certain things. Like it had to be like his patron only had enough like power, if you could say that, perhaps to to try and to show him
like
only very specific stuff.
Yeah, so it was in fact just a fun way of like getting extra information across that was unclear or whatever. It's
and London wants to try and like grow the following because he wants to try and make his patron stronger. So he's also trying to spread like the word of slowly but surely. Not doesn't want to like necessarily force it on anyone. But yeah, it was quite fun. Anyway, all right, everybody. Anything else anyone wants to kind of chat about or add or?
No, thanks for the session, guys. I'm gonna head out. Enjoy the rest of the week.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Cheers, everybody. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Cheers. Bye.
Cheers, guys.
Bye.
Enjoy the week.
Thank you.
Bye.
Now, how to end the call.